Hello children, welcome Blast from the Past. Here we discuss previous year JEE advanced questions. Here we discuss a question from JEE, asked for JEE advanced from the chapter Applications of Derivatives. What is the minimum value tan inverse x? Of course, tan inverse x is a range of tan inverse x is minus pi by 2, pi by 2. What is the minimum value of the function f from R2 are defined as f of x equals integral 0 to x tan inverse x e raised to t minus cos x by 1 plus t raised to 2023 dt. It is asked in 2023, JEE advanced. Here, the problem is totally linked with this formula, the rule called Newton's Leibniz rule. The rule says this: if f of x is integral phi of x to psi of x, g of t dt, then function of f dash x is you know integral and derivative will get cancelled. If you take the derivative, that integral will go off. This upper function will come here, g of phi of x into derivative of that. It's actually somewhat like chain rule. G of phi of x into phi dash x minus g of psi of x into psi dash x minus g of phi of x into phi dash x. Upper function into derivative of that minus lower function to derivative of that, right? But just this rule is being used here. That's all. Now use this. What is f dash x here? F dash x is equal to f dash x. You just substitute e raised to tan x here. Just substitute that. It is e raised to x tan inverse x minus cos of x tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x tan inverse x, the whole raised to 2023 into derivative of x tan inverse x. What is derivative of x tan inverse x? It is x by 1 plus x square plus tan inverse x. That's all, right? Now, the value of this term, so this term is already positive. This is always positive. Why this is always positive? E raised to anything is positive. Exponent cannot be negative, right? Whatever be the value of this, it is always positive. E raised of that is positive, right? Now, you know tan inverse x graph is like this. This is the graph of tan inverse x. This is pi by 2. This is minus pi by 2. And tan inverse x domain is set of all real numbers. It cannot go beyond pi by 2. It cannot go below minus pi by 2. It lies in the open interval minus pi by 2. It cannot even take the value plus pi by 2. See, it is open here. Open minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Tan inverse x open pi by 2, minus pi by 2. Domain is of course set of all real numbers. But here x is taking, t is taking only values between 0 and that. Of course, this x is positive. The value of t is positive. Here you are taking only the value which is positive. Therefore, if x is positive, tan inverse x is also positive. It lies between 0 and pi by 2. But this is positive. Raised to 2023 is positive. Therefore, numerator is already positive, denominator is positive. Therefore, this is always positive. Now, x by 1 plus x square plus tan inverse x. What about this? X by 1 plus x square is always positive. Tan inverse x will be positive if x is positive. If x is positive, and this is also x. But what happens? F dash x will be 0. You know, to find the maximum minimum, you have to equate derivative to 0. If this is equal to 0, means what? This is always positive. This should be 0, right? X by 1 plus x square plus tan inverse x should be 0, right? And that is 0 means x should be 0, right? 1 plus x square cannot be 0. X plus tan inverse x. Only for the case when x is equal to 0, this can be 0. Tan inverse 0 is 0. Tan inverse 0 is 0. If x is 0, also the value is 0. Therefore, the value of this function is 0 when x is 0. Now, if x is lying on the right side of 0, this is positive because if x is lying on the right side, it is positive. This is positive. Denominator 1 plus x square is already positive. This is also positive. But this is positive here. That is, derivative of this function f dash x will be positive when x is positive. and it will be negative if x is negative. That means in the neighborhood of x equals 0, derivative of this function changes its sign from negative to positive. Therefore, at x equals 0, the function has a minimum. The function attains minimum when x equals 0. The function attains minimum when x equals 0. What is the question? What is the minimum value of the function? Well, what is the minimum value? Function attains the value of minimum when x equals 0, and the minimum value is f of 0. Minimum value of the function is f of 0. What is f of 0? Integral 0 to whatever. If you put x equals 0 here, 0 to 0. What is integral 0 to 0? The value is 0. You need not care about this function. Integral 0 to 0. The value is 0. The answer is 0 is answer. This is also a very simple question. Only thing is that you must know what is Newton's Leavenworth rule. Okay. Thank you.